You are the most powerful man on earth, ruler of an empire that stretches across continents. Armies kneel to your command. Philosophers debate your words. Your face is etched into stone. But you're alone. Not metaphorically, but literally. Your wife is distant. Your closest allies are snakes in robes. And your children? Yeah, most of them will die before you. This is not the story of a ruler. It's the story of a man trying to stay sane while the world around him collapses. A man named Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, and the last of the 5 good emperors, and one of the most disciplined human minds ever recorded. But Marcus didn't set out to be great. He was born into wealth. Yes, adopted by the emperor Antoninus Pius, trained in rhetoric, law, and politics. But what drew him wasn't power. It was philosophy, the pursuit of virtue, and especially Stoicism. Stoicism wasn't meant for kings. It was meant for humans. People living through loss, people who wake up afraid, people who suffer silently. It taught you cannot control the world. You can only control how you respond to it. You cannot escape death, but you can choose how to meet it. Marcus lived through war. He led Rome through 2 major plagues, including the Antonine Plague, a virus that killed over 5 million. He lost friends, advisors, children, and still he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." His journal, Meditations, wasn't meant to be published. It was his therapy, his reminder to himself to endure, to stay calm, and to be just. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. He wrote in battle camps, in freezing winters, on sleepless nights. His thoughts are scattered like someone speaking to a future version of himself, pleading not to give up. The man who could have indulged in every pleasure Rome offered, instead practiced restraint. He slept on hard beds, ate simple meals. He reminded himself, luxury is the child of pride. Marcus didn't run from his emotions. He faced them. He accepted fear, grief, and anger as a part of life, but never let them rule him. To the Stoics, emotion is not the enemy. Attachment to control is. The wise man Marcus wrote, does not wish for things to happen as he desires, but desires things to happen as they do. This wasn't weakness. This was more of a strength, a different kind of strength. One that didn't shout, one that didn't need applause. The kind of strength that wakes up every day and chooses to live with virtue, even when no one's watching. The Stoic path demanded for cardinal virtues. Wisdom, the ability to see clearly and act rightly. Courage, the strength to endure what must be endured. Justice, to treat others fairly even when they don't deserve it. And temperance, restraint in pleasure and in pain. Marcus Aurelius didn't preach these, he lived them. But Stoicism wasn't just about survival, it was about transformation. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. To the Stoic, every obstacle is fuel. Every hardship is a test, but not a punishment, but a forge. A chance to become more than you were. Even as the empire crumbled, Marcus remained grounded. Even as plague consumed the streets of Rome. Even as betrayal infected his court, he never let chaos in his mind. He led with calm, with reason. He questioned himself, he doubted humanity. He was tired, worn, weathered. Sometimes his journal sounds like a man on the edge. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. It is not their souls you must save, but your own. And yet, centuries later, his words still speak. To soldiers, prisoners, thinkers, survivors. Nelson Mandela read Meditations while imprisoned for 27 years. He said the book reminded him to lead without hatred, to stay centered when he had every reason to lose himself. Marcus Aurelius died in 180 AD, alone in battle, worn down by illness. His death marked the end of Rome's golden age, but not the end of his influence, because Marcus taught us something few rulers ever could. That true power isn't in conquering nations, it's in conquering yourself. In a world full of noise, Stoicism offers silence. In a world chasing pleasure, it teaches discipline. In a world addicted to control, it offers surrender. And in a world that won't wait, Marcus reminds us to live with intention, with courage, and above all, with virtue.